I see the same type of movies every week. I see the same stories told over again, repeated over and over again. I need some crazy shit like this in my life right now. Oh, we about to. I know everybody talking about Stan Lee. If there's anybody that can steal Stan Lee's thunder today, it's PIkachu. Yeah, yeah, they were kind of competing for each other. While Stan Lee was gone, PIkachu said, "I live, and life goes on." He's even making a cameo right here. My baby got up to LA. She went over to get that PIkachu, and they done nothing with it yet. Damn.
Love PIkachu.
Do you? I didn't know you love PIkachu, baby, like you did. Or you do? You really love PIkachu?
Pikachu's cute, and it says Pika, Pika. It's all I care about it.
Now I know how I got her to be with me. Like I was drunk at 5 a.m. That's how we met. And I think I was drunk enough where I couldn't make words. I think I said, "Pick up, pick up."
No,
like,
no, you said Excelsior.
Yeah, the Excelsior was too complicated for me. Pick up, pick up.
He would be like, pick me, pick me.
But let me say this. First of all, let me talk about Warner Brothers. Boy, Warner Brothers, they are out there trying to snatch Marvel all up. First, they got your boy James Gunn.
Them sloppy seconds.
Yeah, they picked him out the dumpster, brought him over. They went out and they grabbed James Gunn, and then they snatched up Deadpool, man. And they, right now, Warner Brothers said about Marvel, hey, if you can't beat them, take them. Because that's what we got. You talking about Deadpool? Oh shit, Deadpool joined the DC universe? No. Right now. And a few people heard about it, and I thought it was so ridiculous, I actually forgot about it. But it finally came to fruition. Ryan Reynolds officially is PIkachu. I know. Yeah, that's why I told you. Like, we were in the car today, and I was talking about PIkachu, and I said, "Baby, you're not gonna believe what just happened." Even PIkachu was like, "What the fuck?" Pikachu's like, "Wow, I'm hot." And I thought that this was for the whole time I heard this, it was so weird because you'd already had Ryan Reynolds out there campaigning for Deadpool. Got it. I thought he was busy. I didn't know he's also campaigning to be a Pokemon. And it happened. And it turned around that the joke was all on me. Because even today, I thought that this was a Deadpool joke. I thought Deadpool was going to pop out of a Pokeball and start slashing up Pokemon and things. I didn't believe it. But joke's on me. Turns out that this is absolutely true. And the trailer came out and caught everybody off guard. Oz, have you seen it?
No. Let me check it out.
I'm going to check it out right now. Well, What I'm talking about today just came out of nowhere. Not just regular PIkachu, but Detective PIkachu on the case. Oh, you like that, baby?
So Pikachu's going to talk?
Okay.
Well, you know what? I see that you have a lot of questions.
I'm curious, actually.
Well, baby, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go.
Because I guess Ryan Reynolds is not going to keep saying Pika, Pika, right?
We're not going to hire Ryan Reynolds to go, Pika, Pika.
Say more than
Shoot, they
that.
hired Vin Diesel to say I am Groot.
Yeah, well, no, you're going to hire Ryan Reynolds to say, Pika, Pika. Yeah, sexy chew over here. Let's go ahead. I see you have a lot of questions, baby. Oz has not seen the trailer. And this man over here can hardly contain himself. And for some reason, Denise is saying, Woody! So
I guess it's time.
yeah. So let's go ahead and look at Detective PIkachu on the case. Look at this trailer and we'll be back with our review.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
I know, you can't understand me, but put down the stapler or I will electrocute you.
He talks, baby. Look at that. Look at that smile on her face. She loves it.
He has like longer hair and fluffier.
I know. Oh, you know what? Let me just say this right here, man. I know my baby over there, she's smiling right now.
I love it.
You love it. Well, I'm glad you do, baby, because I'm confused as fuck right now. I don't.
Doesn't matter. Just looking at it, I'm like, it's so cute.
I do not know What the hell is going on? Now, let me just say, first of all, I don't know much about Pokemon.
I don't
And you don't either. And what little I do know, they just took it and changed it to make it something even weirder. You know, look, the last time I knew anything about Pokemon at all, what I didn't know about Pokemon is that you had this little yellow hamster who lives in a ball, who was a slave to this white kid with a baseball cap who electrocuted people with his ass, you know, when his master called him out to do it. And now what we have here, we got him as a detective, complete with a Sherlock Holmes hat, who sounds like Deadpool and is trying to help this biracial police officer find his dad in a city where all these creatures hang out with regular people. And that's another thing. Well, you know, what's going on with all these Pokemon walking around everywhere? I mean, shouldn't they not be in their balls right now?
It's Zootopia for Pokemon.
That's great. It's Zootopia for Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that's appealing to people too, because they're looking at this. No, I'll call you up in a minute. Look, he can't contain himself. I told you, I have questions. I'm sure that Pokemon fans don't. I'm sure that all will be answered even for the
Yeah,
fans.
it looks like it's Zootopia for Pokemons, and Pokemons are not slaves to people anymore, so they don't live in balls anymore, kind of thing.
I don't know. All I know, and I can guarantee you this is going to be the cutest movie ever made.
You know what? I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say, this looks stupid as hell, and I'm dying to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's not, it got me. This is so adorable.
It is.
Pikachu's face looks like a little cat, but
Yeah.
like a talking baby. Like, it's just so cute.
Well,
It is.
baby. You hit it. Like oh my God. I'm sorry. You know, but the first thing they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they are.
Pikachu, he was already cute with that little furry face, but now he's so fluffy.
Yes.
I just want to grab him and squeeze him.
But with Ryan Reynolds' voice, it reminds me Ted. Like, you remember that bear Ted?
Oh, but you know what, baby? When you talk about that, that's the thing. Pikachu was already cute, and they made him cuter and fluffier. And I just want to pet him and squeeze him. But when they got Ryan Reynolds, I can't even talk.
Ryan Reynolds.
When they got Roodle Doodle, when they got Ryan Reynolds, he just became sexy as fuck. You know? Ryan Reynolds, that just shows you how hot Ryan Reynolds is. Ryan Reynolds can make anything sexy. First a burn victim, and now a yellow rat. You know, this is amazing. And Oz, you hit it right there, man. That they played that cute factor up.
Oh,
man.
yeah, it's going to be the cutest movie ever made, ever. Pokemon is short, I read it was short for Pocket Monster. Mm-hmm. So they didn't want to call it the Pocket Penis, I guess. Even though it's Japan, though, right?
Even though I'm sure they have some shaped like a Pokemon. So I choose you, Dickaroo.
It was a Game Boy game first, came out in Japan in 1996. I think Pokemon Red and Green was the first one that came out. It was an RPG game, role-playing game for those who don't know, where you're an aspiring Pokemon trainer. Apparently that's a career path. But as a trainer, your job is to capture these wild animals, subdue them, force them to participate in some animal mandingo fight.
I'll tell you something. Besides being cute, it's also weird. And that's what I'm drawn into. Listen, like I told you, man, I see the same type of movies every week. I see the same stories told over again, repeated over and over again. I need some crazy shit like this in my life right now. You know, this.
You truly don't know what's going to happen.
You know, I really don't know what's going to happen here. All these animals walking around. This dude's a police officer in this world where, you know, apparently Pokemon have citizenship and, you know, and human, and, you know, they got the same rights as other people. Or maybe not. That's the thing. I don't know. And it's even better with me not knowing anything about Pokemon. What I do know is that, and it's another thing I said. Now remember, I come from an age in my childhood where people who made children's shows were allowed to take drugs and create them. You know, this takes me back to the time when you made crazy things like this. Just this world. See, this is what I like too. You know, I like that this is a world where you don't know what's happening here. You don't know what the rules are. You're just thrown in, and you just have to just submerge yourself in it and just go with it. And that is something that I love.
Yeah, you're right. You know, because the cartoon is just as crazy. It's just as nuts. You know what I mean? The fact that, you know, the cartoon, let's say, came out in, 98 here in the States. And, you know, and you have this kid, you know, maybe 10, 11, you know, he's off. Instead of going to work, he's going to become a Pokemon trainer off into the wild, you know, to learn how to do this thing. And he meets up with 2 other friends who are trying to do the same thing. And, you know, they're just out trying to capture Pokemon. And that is your whole story. Yeah.
And, you know, it's not like I'm totally ignorant of Pokemon. I know that there's a big fan base. So I'm not trying to act like I know what I'm talking about with this. But there was a while where I saw every Pokemon movie that came out to the theater because I was a critic and that was my job to go see these things. This is back when I wasn't even getting paid to do this.
Well, it became a phenomenon, you know?
Oh, no, it's like I remember when this movie came out. What is it? The Pokemon, the movie, Mewtwo's Revenge or whatever, you know. And I remember this was a big deal. Meanwhile, my dumb ass is up there. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, I guess this is truly for the fans because I don't get it. I even had to come out and say, this is one of the rare movies that I said, you know something? I don't even know how to review this because I'm just confused as fuck as for what I just saw, and it's meant for somebody out there, but it's not meant for me because I'm just not the biggest fan. So I don't even think I gave this a rating. I said, okay, it's for the kids. Y'all can have it. But with this movie, I've never looked forward for a Pokemon movie ever in my life. I am into this, man. I want to see this so much. I don't know why.
It's the cute factor, man. The cute factor got you.
It really is. You know something? I also think that a lot of people are ready to, as weird as it is, besides the cute factor. I mean, who can turn this down right here? You know, look at my wife's like, oh.
With the little hat and everything.
Oh my God, we taking our Chihuahua and painting them yellow for next.
Miss Me is ready to see this movie
Pixie's
right
gonna be
now.
Pikachu for Halloween.
That shit, he's gonna be Pikachu, or she's gonna be Pikachu for cosplay for the movie.
Right? A little
You
hat.
better take this woman to see this.
Yeah, we bringing the dog. But you know, it's the cute factor, of course, but also, I think that I'm surprised it took this long for them, as big as Pokemon is, which I was just telling you. I'm surprised it took them this long to make this a live action Pokemon movie for America, because you got all kind of stuff they messed up on Dragon Ball Z and things like that. But you know, when you look at this, I think that although it took them a while to do it, the timing is perfect. And my wife can even tell you why, baby, because it wasn't so long ago that for me, who turns my nose up, but I don't play the Pokemon. I'm a very busy man. You know, that's for the children. But when that Pokemon Go came out, my ass was almost getting hit by cars trying to find things. The first day I played this, I walked out of a restaurant because there was some turtle out there a block away.
Yeah, he left me by myself in there.
Yeah, I you know, I left you by yourself and almost didn't return because I was in the middle of an intersection. And do you remember, baby, we were going to that guy's house, to the rich guy with the water slide.
Yeah.
And we had to pick up some beer. And do you remember when Martin ran?
Oh, yeah.
Martin, with his grown black ass, ran out of the grocery store because he got a notification of some damn lizard or something in the parking lot, and he ran out of there. Martin was 54 years old, 55 years old at the time, and he ran out. Point being is that I think Pokemon Go is what really helped push this more into the mainstream.
Oh yeah, that Pokemon Go was definitely a test bed to see how people would react to Pokemon and if it would catch on. And when you got hundreds of millions of people playing this, to a point where you got people actually because there's certain Pokemon that are here in your state, and there's other ones in different states, even in different countries. And you have people
you have to
flying to
travel?
different countries.
So Martin might get on a plane one day.
Exactly. So people are flying to different countries to catch all of them. You know what I mean? And then that was definitely a test. Like, you know what? I think we can make this movie and make some money, and they are.
Wow, I didn't even know that, man.
Well, that game was crazy for a while. Then everybody stopped playing. What happened?
I don't know. Is it still going?
Well, the diehards still playing.
The diehards. Yeah, there's a
still
granddad right now who is considered to be one of the best Pokemon Go players out there. A granddad, 70-something years old, walks around with tons of phones on his waist.
Really?
Yeah, I just read about this.
He's like, I have nothing to do.
He's like, well, the grandkids are grown now. Oh, the grandkids are actually little kids like, Granddad, give me the phone.
It's like, fuck you.
Shut up, I'm hunting Pokemon. And yeah, so I think that's what got them. I think that's what helped bring it to the awareness that the public has. I'm also going to say something else that I'm happy about. There's certain things I'm really happy about this, man. First of all, the movie. It also helps besides the Pokemon, because I want to know what you think about, and baby, you too. I want to know what you think about the look of this, because I mean it helps that the money shows. I mean this thing it's slick looking, man.
Yeah,
this
seems
looks
like the technology is here for it.
Yeah,
I mean they couldn't have done it any other way than how it's being portrayed right here.
This looks like something out of a Marvel movie. Yeah. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the Pokemon universe took over the DC universe.
About to merge them. Why not?
With the cuteness.
I would go for it.
Yeah,
more than Marvel.
See, that's why I couldn't wait to show you this. I said she's gonna love this.
Yes.
And sure enough, her words were so cute. I love when she says that. I'm also glad that they got this actor here, Justice Smith. Justice Smith he's a real up and comer. This guy, you've seen him with a few different looks in a few movies. He was in the Get Down on Netflix. One of the most.
He looks older there, but in the Pikachu movie, he looks much younger.
Yeah, and
how old is he?
I don't know. Early 20s, maybe mid 20s.
That beard, that's why.
Yeah, it's that beard.
He was in Jurassic World or something like that.
And see, that's what got me. Like right here, he's trying to look all hard. I'm glad he's with Pikachu and Pikachu making him a man, because they did him wrong in Lost World 2. They made him a bitch in that movie.
Look at how what's her name looking at him like, what the hell's wrong with you?
She like, damn, you a straight up bitch right now.
But hey, like if you were there, you would do the same thing.
Even she was like, damn, I'm scared, but not that goddamn scared.
Cut your black ass down.
She said, let me kick this motherfucker in the dinosaur and run. He ain't gonna be no help. He looked like a python about to swallow something. His mouth so big.
For real? For real?
Yeah, maybe Pikachu make a man out of him. In this movie, like he's a cop, so I think because the guy's a good actor, man. If you haven't seen The Get Down, you should watch it. He's really good in that. The other thing that I like here, man, I think another selling point with another actor is Ken Watanabe, man.
Watanabe,
Man, Ken Watanabe, man.
The Last Samurai.
I love
that guy in that movie.
And you know what? The reason why, if you want, you can sell the silliest shit with Ken Watanabe. You want to bring some gravitas to your movie, to your lines, get Ken Watanabe.
Tim, your dad was a legend in this precinct. You are anything like your dad.
I'm not.
I remember. You wanted to be a Pokemon trainer when you were young.
Oh, only Ken Watanabe can make you take that dialogue seriously. I know that you want to be a Pokemon trainer when you were young. Damn. I was like, all right. This is now a drama. This is not.
I'm just waiting for him to say, let them fight.
Oh, I was about to say, man. Look, you got to make him say it. This is a movie about monsters fighting each other. You got to make him say,
let them fight.
You got to have him say that line at any point.
Let those cute little things fight.
Let those cute fluffy creatures destroy each other.
Right? was like, no. Just cuddle with them.
And kill them
No.
To death.
to death. Cuddle them to death. You know, I think also this is something where they are. Look, what's up?
Sorry, that picture of him screaming and what's his name just looking at him like, come on, man.
It was almost like, did you put CG on his face to make his mouth bigger? A human face can't do that, man. You know, the other thing is that I do recognize some things in there. I can only imagine how the true Pokemon fans out there feel. You know, I'm looking at some of the things like the clothes that they're wearing. You know, it's not. Of course, they've taken some liberties with it. They've changed some things around, but you got the some clothes that are kind of reminiscent of the Pokemon suits that the trainers wear, the uniforms that the trainers wear. Of course, when we're watching this, we see things going on that people recognize. Like you were talking about. You were just talking about this, Oz, how you see that they have the Pokemon arenas there, and they're fighting, which looks badass, man. That's the cool thing with this is that they've actually taken the Pokemon and they look really good in live action. I mean, they kept that balance of keeping them cartoony, but also they it's not like they don't fit in this world. They kind of fit.
They're blending in the real world. They're blending in the real world very well.
Because of the tone that they set up. I think it looks great, the tone that they set up, man. I think this is genuinely funny.
Yeah.
When I saw that whole thing, I know this is what Mr. Mime, this Pokemon right here. Like, I thought that segment was kind of funny. Of course, Ryan Reynolds, his delivery helps. But I thought that this was a really funny scene. I thought it was worth a little cute chuckle, man. I mean, look. They did well by gearing this towards kids. And catching a good tone. I don't know how the movie's gonna be, but this could possibly be. We could possibly be getting that great video game movie that we've been looking for if they play this right to the audience that is geared towards. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. The biggest question I'm gonna end with right here. The biggest question that I had looking at this. You know, I had a lot of questions, but my biggest question is, who the fuck is that duck looking at? That duck is about to beat somebody's ass right now. All right, Carlos is looking at me like that duck.
Carlos is like a little kid.
Yeah. But I will tell you this much. This man, he had a prophecy. Yesterday, Carlos and I, we were sitting down and we were talking about out of the blue Pokemon.
Yes, we did.
And I learned yesterday that you are a huge Pokemon fan. And I know. Yeah, the Carlos prophecy. It had nothing to do with the movie or anything. We were just talking about it. And then today, I saw this trailer came out, and I said, somewhere Carlos exploded.
I did.
But I said, it would not be fair if I did not let the true Pokemon fan come up here and say some words, man. How do you, what you feeling? What you want to tell me? How you want to correct me?
Professor.
Professor Pokey.
Professor Oak. That's actually.
That sounds like he needs a hashtag.
Yeah, Professor Pokey.
I love it. I'm super excited. Can't stop grinning. I saw it and damn, I am so happy to see this. I'm so happy that it's coming to theaters. I'm so happy it has the budget that it has. You know, they look good. It's a nice hybrid between the original design and just making them realistic, but not to the point they're uncanny valley realistic. They're uncomfortable to the eye. Like a lot of people are complaining that why does Pikachu have fur? Here's the thing. Pikachu always had fur in the game. It's just that they couldn't render the fur. They didn't have the processing power in a Game Boy to show fur. So they have it now.
I like the fur.
Man, that's what I'm saying. People are complaining about the fur. I always thought that it's 2D animation, so it's hard to give and that sometimes hard to show or represent texture and fur.
There's a small community that wanted that exact same thing from the cartoon. They wanted that, but in real life to a T, and that's impossible.
So you want some fake shit?
Yeah,
okay.
That's impossible. I love it. I'm excited for it. This is a perfect timing. Not only do we have Pokemon Go a couple of years ago, that's still going on, even though the game has problems and it has lost a lot of players base. We have Pokemon for the Switch coming out very close by, and if I'm not mistaken, on the 17th this month. So this trailer and a new game coming out in less than 2 weeks.
So it was great marketing then.
Amazing marketing. I would say they play right. Man.
Do a lot of grown people play not Pokemon Go but Pokemon?
Oh yeah, like there's a big division of Pokemon players out there. I grew up with Pokemon. I'm a millennial. I grew up in the 90s. I grew up with Pokemon, so I love it. But I met people that are a lot older than me that dig the whole aspect of training, evolving, collecting. And the reason why Pokemon is so amazing is because it was designed for portable consoles. The whole aspect of training Pokemon was, hey, train your Pokemon, battle them like cockfighting, and go on. No, for real. It's like, it's straight up
I
cockfighting.
tell you, man, the Mendigo fights.
So the whole thing.
Cut that out, Pokemon. Cut it out.
You gotta remember something really important, because the game is Japanese, is for a Japanese audience, and the whole thing, the philosophy behind the game is train them, capture them, evolve them, but share them with friends. That's why the game has most of the time been exclusive to handheld consoles, because it has a very, very, just social aspect that Pokemon Go did capture.
Okay. No, thank you for the background. On that.
Not that. That's not a game. Where you have Charizard and Blastoise, those are the 3 original games.
Okay. Nice. Anything you want to correct me on? Just real quick.
Real quick, yeah, Pokemons do live outside the ball. They live with partners. They're literally not so much considered humans. They don't have the same rights in the game, because I don't know if this is true, but in the Pokemon canon, there's no animals except Pokemon. So people do eat Pokemon. There's Pokemons that represent.
Do they taste good?
Yeah, in some cases, no. For real, in some cases, they say that no,
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah,
All right.
like literally. So they're out there. They're like any other animal.
Well, I appreciate it, Carlos. Thank you, sir. I can see your excitement. I appreciate it, man. You're gonna start crying like you did about Stan Lee.
Man,
All right.
You were crying also.
No, I was.
Stop.
I ain't crying on this damn
pussy.
Cry for joy this time.
Yeah. Oh, Pikachu and Ryan Reynolds are so sexy. so
That
yeah.
goddamn crying.
I'm just saying the voice of Danny DeVito would have been even better.
Get out of here. Can't believe
Dang, the Vito for Pikachu.
All you gotta do is just paint his ass yellow. He look just like that.